Alright, so this is video number 4 of my E3 coverage. This one is where I give y'all my thoughts and my reviews of everything. And first and foremost, let's start off with the games here. So the first game I want to talk about is Titanfall. Now Titanfall is made by the makers of Call of Duty 4. So before, Infinity Ward's Activision game it took over, it was made by this crew right here. And some people actually call this one the best Call of Duty game of all time. Me, on the other hand, that honor goes to Black Ops 1, but that's another conversation for another day. And Titanfall looks pretty sick. The thing about it is, it's only for the Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. And they were doing a lot. I mean, Microsoft was doing a lot to hype this game up. So I was like, oh man, this is a big game. Not a lot of systems can handle it. Only the Xbox One can handle it. Yet it's on the PC and Xbox 360. Really, really. That's kind of sarcastic if you ask me there. But the game looks sick. So I recommend you get it for either the PC or the Xbox One, especially if you have a PC powerful enough to handle multiple games like that. So yeah, I recommend you do that. Again, a lot of questions about NBA Live 14. The facial details look nice. The lighting is nice. How the court look is nice. How the rim, the basketball, everything look nice. But the question is the bodies, the players' bodies. Are we still gonna get that Kevin Durant stick figure? Doesn't matter how tall you are, they all still look like stick figures. Are we gonna get that? Cause that was one of the main reasons why a lot of people didn't really like NBA Live, because the players as a whole didn't look realistic outside of their faces. So, and that was a downfall, and it looked like they haven't changed anything about that part. So hopefully they do, cause they didn't really give us actual gameplay. They just gave us trailers, but no gameplay footage yet. So hopefully they'll change that. And Mirror Edge 2. Mirror Edge 2. Even though it's coming out when they feel like it's something like that. But Mirror Edge 2, a lot of people are going to be excited about that one. And they made it look like it was only going to be on the Xbox One. But nope, that's going to be on the Xbox One and the PS4. So real talk, Xbox fans, they're going to go, what the hell is Mirror Edge? Like, they'll never heard of Mirror Edge. Because at one point, Mirror Edge, the first one was a PS3 exclusive. So, and plus with the whole single player, you gotta check in on Xbox One. I recommend you get that for the PS4. And then of course Battlefield 4. Even though that game looks sick and they got a 64 multiplayer mode, is it ready to take over as the top shooter in the land from Call of Duty? Not yet, but they getting up there. So that's that with that. Ubisoft games, again, outside of the crew looks sick. And outside of the games we already know of, like Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed 4, they didn't really give us much that made me go, oh snap, this mother look out cold right here. And that's pretty much that. Now let's talk about some other games. Final Fantasy 15. At first, me, I only played one Final Fantasy game, and that was E12, and I didn't like it. And then of course, I wanted to play Final Fantasy 7, which is the best Final Fantasy game of all time, but I never got around to it as my phone went off. But anywho, and when I saw Final Fantasy 15, I'm like, I went from I'm excited because now they can focus on Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm excited because I'm actually thinking about getting this game. This game looks out cold. So I'm like, okay, I may have to check that game out some more, whatever. And then of course, Kingdom Hearts 3. What more can I say? Now the bad thing about Kingdom Hearts 3 is a lot of people thought it was going to be PS4 exclusive. Nope. I already covered it. That and Final Fantasy 15 are going to be on the Xbox One, but most people are going to get it for the PlayStation 4 because with single player, you don't have to check in. You don't have to be online to play. Whereas with the Xbox One, yeah, you do. So, yeah, get it for the PS4. Let's see. Any other games that caught my attention? Batman, Arkham Origins, of course, you got to get that one. And that's it for the Sony side, but let's go to the Microsoft side. Let's see any games that caught my eyes. Again, I already talked about Killer Instinct. It's a fail, in my opinion. Forza 5 looks sick. Metal Gear Solid 5 looks sick. And obviously that's going to be on the PS4 as well. And that's pretty much it. Oh, okay, for the Microsoft side. Now let's get over to the Nintendo side, and we're going to stick with Nintendo for a little bit. Outside, with Nintendo, their games look good. The new Super Mario, the Mario Kart, the Donkey Kong, Super Smash Brothers. They all look good, but at the same time, it's what we expect from Nintendo. So it was like, yeah, they look good, but it's nothing new. But then Bayonetta 2, that looks nice. Monolith Soft looks nice. That's right. That one looks sweet. So those are two games you gotta check out right there. And then the fact they're getting some third-party releases from Assassin's Creed 4 to Batman Arkham Origins to what was the another one? You know, Watch Dogs really, and Splinter Cell Blacklist. And this is the Wii U, so the Wii U actually looks respectable. So, and I heard that Black Ops 2 on the Wii U is actually out cold. So who knows? You know, it's some potential with Nintendo and the Wii U because they now getting third party releases, and the third party releases looks respectable. So let's see where they go from there. But the real battle is between Xbox and Sony and PlayStation. Microsoft and Sony. The Xbox One versus the PlayStation 4, and Sony wins. Sony wins. You know, because single player, you can be offline to play single player. You don't have to check in. There's no authorization code for games like Mirror Edge 2, Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts 3. Sony wins. You know, you can play used games, you can sell your games, you can lend them to your friends and stuff like that. Sony wins. The fact that it's cheaper than the Xbox One by $100, Sony wins. You know, Sony wins. I mean, there's not much to say about that. Sony wins. Xbox One is in trouble. Like, some cats are still gonna get it because they're still you still got your Microsoft fans, your Xbox fans, and they're gonna stay loyal even though they're gonna be controlled by the Xbox and by Microsoft. But Xbox One are in trouble. You know, there's no way they can counteract that. So, as far as who wins, Sony wins. And the game that I'm looking forward to the most out of E3, obviously, Kingdom Hearts 3. The game that was new, that was introduced to us at E3, The Crew, that had the most potential, The Crew. And the game that was most disappointing, Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct, that was the most disappointing game at E3, sorry to say. And okay, so with all that said, if you want to see all the E3 coverage, I got links on the description box below. If you want to return to my table of contents, you know, I got links on the top left or top right corner of this video. So yeah, this is Tru Inferno saying peace out, and next week we will return to our originally scheduled programming, Call of Duty gameplay commentary on Wednesday, trademarks video on Saturday. So until then, I will catch y'all later. Peace out.